Say Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai, Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai, Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Millstone, and a blessed salutation to the Akiums and the folk on the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. I'm coming to lesson to edify the church of Yahushai, the 144,000 and the 1/3, men, women, and children, confusion of faith, Israelite that scatter among the heathen nation. Right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you are God's chosen people. Salvation is to you, Israelites. Right, want to touch on, the word Israel is a foreign word to a lot of Jakes out there. I remember me, the brother Iwadash, was talking to this girl I know. We grew up together, and she, I was telling she that she's an Israelite, and she was telling another friend that we are Israelite. So the friend was saying that when she look at she passport, she see Guyanese, so she not from the land of Israel. So there's the dead state our people in, right? Right, that docile state, that dry bone state, right? But it's prophecy. The Most High said we shall discontinue from our heritage, and also that they can cut off the name of Israel and shall be no more remembrance. And that's why Israel in the docile state. But what? They still have no excuse, because the Most High said in the land of our captivity we shall remember ourselves. And the Most High set up his prophet to tell you people that you are the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans, so you have no excuse, right? Your father is the progenitor of a nation. Israel is a people before a place, right? There's Jeremiah 17:4, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I give thee. And this is what the Most High was telling Jeremiah. And the whole nation of Israel was discontinued from their heritage. Today, our people call themselves by all these bywords. Guyanese, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Bajan, African American, African, Nubian, Englishman, European, etc., etc. You understand all this byword, all this confusion, because you didn't come from these names. You didn't come. Who the hell is a Bajan? Who's the man? The father is the progenitor of a nation. Who the hell is a Guyanese? Who's the man? Do we ever exist? You understand? The father is the progenitor of a nation. The father is the progenitor of a race. You understand? Right? He said, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I give thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. And that's why we on this side serving our enemies. Right? For he hath kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. There's a period of time. Right? You understand? Jake in the docile fucking state, and Jake's proud. They're proud, right? Psalms 83:4. Let me get it. Psalms 83:4. It said, and they said, who they? Our enemy. Go to verse 6. Let me just highlight it. Right? Verse 6. Right? This is Psalms 83:6, the tabernacle of Edom, which is the so-called white race, and the Ishmaelite, which is the Arabs, of Moab, which is the Chinese, and the Agarenes. He said Gibal and Ammon, which is the Japanese, and Amalek, which is the so-called Jewish people, right? Which is the seed of Esau, and Edom. They are the same people, right? You understand? The Philistine, which is the Africans, and the inhabitants of Tyre, which are also the Africans, right? They are our enemies, right? Psalms 83:4, and they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That's why we separate. That's why we're in different land, and we call ourselves by the name of the land that the so-called white man give to the land, right? We separate by waters, we separate by land, right? Because you so-called Negro, you so-called Latino, you so-called Native American Indian, you are one nation. You are one nation, right? He said, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So when you tell a Jake he's an Israelite, he look at you like you disrespect him or something. You know, right? Israel is our forefather. We get that, right? Israel is our forefather, right? This is Genesis chapter 35, verse 10. He said, and God said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. Israel means in the Hebrews Yasharallah. Yah mean he, Shar mean prince, and Allah mean power. He's the prince of God, and he's the prince of the power. So this is our forefather, right? This is our forefather, and he had 12 sons. And these 12 sons these 12 sons were turned into a great multitude, right? He said this Genesis 4:9, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourself together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, hearken unto Israel your father. So Israel is our father. This is why we are the Israelite, because you carry your father's name. A land is not your father. You understand? A land is not your father, right? A land is where you inhabit, right? Where you dwell, but this is not your father, right? So we come from the loins of a man named Jacob, not from a land, right? So we are the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Jacob had 12 sons. The 12 sons the 12 sons multiplied to 12 nations, which is one nation. You understand? And Israel is a people before a place. Let me get that. 2 Maccabees chapter 5 verse 19. Right? The 2 Maccabees chapter 5 verse 19 said, nevertheless, God did not choose the people for the play's sake. So he didn't choose Israel for the play's sake. Israel is his people. He chose them from the beginning as his people. Right? He said, but the place for the people's sake. You understand? So Israel is the people before a place. So sometimes you're going to see Jerusalem or the daughter Zion or Judah or Israel speaking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, are the holy city, which is you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, right? And they tell you in the land of our captivity, we shall remember ourselves, right? So you Israelites would have no excuse. When people tell you that Israelite, you look at them like they're disrespecting you or something, right? But we tell you the truth, you are the Israelite, right? This is Baruch chapter 2, verse 31. Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I know that they are Baruch chapter 2, verse 30 said, for I know that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves, and remember ourselves. Remember that we are the children of Israel. We are God's chosen people. You understand? Right? Because the Most High scattered us among these heathen because we did, forsake his laws. Right? Let me get this one. This is Ezekiel 5 and 5. Right? This is Ezekiel chapter 5 verse 5. He said, thus said the Lord God, this is Jerusalem, meaning the Israelite, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which means the city of peace. You understand? Jerusalem is the city of peace. Right? I have set in the midst of the nation. So wherever you Israelite dwell, you are Jerusalem. Jerusalem dwell in all these nations. Wherever you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, that is Jerusalem. And country that wrong on about her. Right? You understand? The Most High call we were the holy city. Let me get in before I get that, let me get Amos. Let me get Amos before I get that. This is Amos chapter 5 verse 3. Right? He said, for thus said the Lord God, the city that went out by 1,000, the city speaking about the Israelite, it shall leave 100, and that which went forth by 100 shall leave 10 to the house of Israel. Right? He said, for thus said the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and he shall live. Right? So this city was talking about the Israelites. Right? You Israelites. Let me get in Isaiah. The Most High call we the holy city, a city not forsaken. Right? A city not forsaken. Isaiah 62. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 12. He said, and they shall call them the holy people. Who's the holy people? The Israelite. Holy means separate. The Most High sees separate you from all other people. Right? It said in let me get a quick Deuteronomy 6 and 7. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 7. 7 and 6. Right? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. Right? The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. He said, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. He said, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because he were more in number than any people, for he were fewest of all people. You understand? So the Most High separate us from all this. This is why we are the holy nation. Be separate. Right? So this is Isaiah 62 and 12. He said, and they shall call them the holy people, the redeemer of the Lord. Who redeemed? Buy back. Because we were sold, so the Most High gonna buy us back. Right? The redeemer of the Lord, and thou shalt be called, sought out, a city not forsaken. You understand? Not forsaken. So you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, and you so-called Native American Indian, you are the children of Israel. Right? So that's a quick lesson to edify the church of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. With that, we must edify, and I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Lakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams and the folk and the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.